The Zeigarnik effect. Just start a task and don't worry about finishing. The brain tends to remember unfinished tasks more than completed ones, which can vastly motivate you. Also, your subconscious brain can continue to work on the task even without you knowing it. The rule of 3 Ds. Do, delegate, or delete. When faced with a task, decide whether to do it yourself, delegate it to someone else, or delete it altogether if it's not essential. This helps streamline your workload and focus on high-impact activities. The Ivy Lee method. At the end of each day, write down the 6 most important tasks to accomplish the next day. Prioritize these tasks in order of importance and tackle them one by one the following day. The 52-17 rule. Work for 52 minutes, then take a 17-minute break. This cycle is based on research showing that the most productive people work in focused bursts with regular breaks. The 2-envelope technique. When faced with a difficult decision, write down 2 possible choices on separate pieces of paper and place them in 2 envelopes. Sleep on it overnight, and in the morning, choose the envelope that feels right to you. The no list. Create a list of tasks or activities that you will say no to in order to protect your time and focus on what truly matters. This can include unnecessary meetings, low-priority tasks, or distractions that derail your productivity. The 5 more rule. When you feel like giving up on a task, commit to doing just 5 more minutes. Often this small push is enough to overcome procrastination. Pomodoro technique. Work in short, focused bursts, typically 25 minutes, followed by a short break to maintain concentration and avoid burnout. The power of 3. Instead of overwhelming yourself with a long to-do list, focus on accomplishing just 3 significant tasks each day. By prioritizing a small number of tasks, you're more likely to complete them effectively and feel a sense of achievement. The Eat That Frog technique. Tackle your most challenging task first thing in the morning. By completing it early in the day, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment and momentum that can carry you through the rest of the day. The 10-minute rule. When faced with a daunting task, commit to working on it for just 10 minutes. Often, getting started is the hardest part, and once you've overcome the initial resistance, you may find it easier to continue working on the task. Digital detox. Designate a specific hour each day when you completely disconnect from screens, for example, phone, computer, TV. Use this time for activities like reading, exercising, or spending quality time with loved ones. The flow state. Identify tasks that put you in a state of flow where you're fully immersed and engaged in what you're doing. Prioritize these tasks during your peak productivity hours to maximize focus and effectiveness. The mind dump exercise. Set aside time each day to do a mind dump, where you write down all your thoughts, ideas, and tasks floating around in your head. This helps clear mental clutter and allows you to focus on the tasks at hand without worrying about forgetting something important. The power of visualization. Visualize yourself successfully completing your tasks and achieving your goals. This mental rehearsal can boost confidence, motivation, and productivity by priming your brain for success. The reward system. Establish a reward system where you treat yourself after completing a significant task or reaching a milestone. This can be as simple as taking a short break, enjoying a favorite snack, or indulging in a hobby you love. Limit multitasking. Multitasking may seem like a way to get more done in less time, but in reality, it often leads to decreased efficiency and lower quality work. When you split your attention between multiple tasks, you're dividing your cognitive resources. Focus on one task at a time to avoid distractions and improve productivity. Time blocking. Instead of working reactively and responding to tasks as they arise, time blocking allows you to proactively plan your day and allocate dedicated time slots for different activities in the most optimal way. Eisenhower matrix. Use 2 criteria of urgency and importance to divide tasks into 4 quadrants. Then focus on what really matters. Batch processing. Group similar tasks together and tackle them in one go to minimize context switching and increase efficiency. One example of this is to do batch email checking or batch social media use. 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately to prevent it from piling up. 5-second rule. To overcome procrastination, try to take action within 5 seconds of making a decision. Just do it. Nice! To-do list. Create a list of tasks and prioritize them to stay organized and focused on what needs to be done. Don't do this on your mind. It takes unnecessary bandwidth of the brain and is often not even effective. SMART goals. These letters stand for the 5 criteria for your goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. 80-20 rule, or the Pareto principle. Focus on the 20% of tasks that yield 80% of results to maximize efficiency. This is easier said than done. But for everything you do, always consciously pick the best 20%. Mindfulness and meditation. Schedule short sessions of quiet breathing without thinking. Countless research has proven that this improves mood, productivity, and quality of life. Reduce decision fatigue. Automate as many decisions as possible by establishing habits or routines. Save that precious brain bandwidth for critical tasks. Create a distraction-free environment. We are living in a now environment these days. Notifications are constant and everywhere. Minimize them as much as possible. Set deadlines. Establish deadlines for tasks to create a sense of urgency and accountability. Without deadlines, tasks naturally drag on longer and longer. Strong body, strong mind. Maintain proper hydration and nutrition to sustain energy levels throughout the day. Also, incorporate physical activity into your routine to further boost mood and cognitive function. Automate repetitive tasks. Use automation tools or scripts to streamline repetitive tasks. Sometimes, automating just a part of the big tasks is already beneficial enough. Inbox zero. Keep your email inbox organized and clutter-free by processing emails promptly. Take regular breaks. Schedule short breaks throughout the day to rest and recharge. Even when you don't feel like you need one, you do. Optimize your workspace. Arrange your physical workspace ergonomically and personalize it to enhance comfort and productivity. Use keyboard shortcuts. Learn and utilize keyboard shortcuts to navigate the software and applications you often use more efficiently. Wow! Limit meeting time. Meetings are time killers for you and everyone involved. Try to keep them as short as humanly possible. Productivity apps. There's an app for almost each